ओ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। Akshara Purusha means samsara. Akshara Purusha, samsara vruksha. Akshara Purusha means beej of that samsara. Bhagwan started with samsara vruksha and its beej. Akshara Purusha means samsara. Akshara Purusha means that beej which is in subtle form. And Paramatma is urdhvam. It is above, untouched than these two, samsara vruksha and other things. So now Bhagwan told how two upadhis cannot affect me. Two upadhis Bhagwan explained. First is whatever we see, accessible, tangible, samsara, objects and things and beings. And another is avyakta. Somewhere it is used. Here akshara means Maya word has used. For Maya word, for Maya concept, akshara word has used here. This is exceptional shloka. Otherwise, kutastha means Brahma in Vedanta. So here kutastha means Maya. Bhagwan told whatever prapancha you see and whatever you don't perceive, which is in subtle form, I am beyond that. In technical language, if I want to say, karya prapancha, like vruksha is karyam, this samsara, pancha mahabhuta vishwam is karyam, and bijam of that is karana. Bhagwan is telling, I am different from karya karana prapancha. On individual level, you can think your body is kshara prapancha, karya, and sukshma sharira is also karya, and karana is different. Ignorance is karana. Three bodies we have. Karya means two bodies, sukshma sharira and sthula sharira, and karana means ignorance, we say ajnanam, or karana sharira we say. From that these two came, that is why it is karana sharira. So Bhagavan is telling, I am neither sthula sharira nor sukshma sharira, which is karyam, and I am nor karana sharira. I am beyond that on vyasti level, on individual level. And on samashti level, Bhagavan is saying, I am not Virat, I am not Hiranyagarbha, means Sukshma, samashti, total subtle body. These are concepts when we go more deeper into Vedanta intense study, that time all these concepts are introduced actually. We studied much later in our Vedanta course, and having studied also, it is all leg bouncers for us, for me also. But slowly we get that how it is here. We always hear that Pindite Brahmandi. Pinda means in this lump of clay, whatever it is there, same way it is there in Brahmanda. So from that I can confer, okay, here is also Sukshma Sharira, Stula Sharira, uh, Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira and Karana Sharira. In the same way, on totality level also, it would be like same. Bhagavan is telling, I am different from both. Now we were here, I have read this, again I will, we have read this, again I will read. Kutastha, now word, see how precisely words are used. For Maya, it is different word used. See properly. अनेक संसारी जंतु काम कर्मादि संस्कार आश्रय means where are my all samskaras sitting? It is in Maya. From that all samskara, it is in my Sukshma Sharira, you can say for now. Where are all samskaras, janmo janmi, like we say, from many births samskaras are there. Everything is there in this subtle body. And we all know individual is not separate from total. So ultimately we say all my samskaras, they are sitting. Many samskaras of many janmas, they are there in this Sukshma, Samasti, Sukshma, Prapancha, that is Maya, in short. The same meaning is explained here. Bhagavan says, Kutasthaha, Kutaha. Kutaha means Rashi. Bhagavan says Rashi means a hip. So many, so much. We don't know how many deep rooted samskaras are there in us. Anytime any samskara will come. Yeah, we sometimes hear peculiar things like one billionaire is there and he gives up everything and he takes sannyas. So these samskaras were there, suddenly it showed up. So kutastha means kutaha rashi, rashi iva sthitaha, as though it is like a in plenty of form, that is called kutastha. Maya means what? All, everybody's samskara. Samskara means the way thought will be generated in me, the way I will act. Imprints, we say. Like my nature is also my samskara. From many years, samskaras are there, and this year, in this birth also, I go on adding samskaras in me. So that everything is actually ashrita in Maya. From Maya, all samskara comes, depending upon my sukha dukkha. Okay. There are some other words for Maya. Athava, Bhagavan is giving paryayaha. Paryaya we know in Hindi also. Paryayaha means different word, different names are there, like synonyms. One is putaha. Putaha means we say that person is crooked one. In our daily life, many people know Maya Thagini, Maya is this, that, criticize, because Maya is puta. Maya Vanchana, like people actually, Vanchana means they criticize that. ये सब मोह माया है, all this. So this is another meaning of Maya, like it is deceiving, it is actually creating illusion in front of us. This way many people say. Jimhata means actually Maya is persecuting me. Vanchana means I criticize that. In that way Maya word is taken into account. Jimhata means I say this Maya is persecuting me. Like this objects and world and everything is persecuting me. This way Maya is also understood. Kutilata iti paryayaha. So Maya is like something not good for me. But we should not say that. Swami Bodhatmananda ji always says, Bhagwan himself told that Mama Maya, Maya is mine, he said. And because of Maya, achieve, we can achieve our goal. We can have Paramatma in our life. If this body is not there, body is Maya or not? Maya means a prapancha, a illusion. Because of that, we are going towards Paramatma. Guruji always says, if you criticize Maya in his, he can say that if you criticize Maya, then Maya will not take you to Paramatma. Because he himself said, Maya, Mama Maya Durachaya. So you always make good use of this Maya. Don't get trapped into it. It will trap you, but don't get. And don't criticize. It is Bhagwan's, another Shakti we say. In normal language, we understand it is Shakti. So many paryayas are there. Yeah. अनेक माया वंचनादि प्रकारेण स्थितः कूटस्थः. So this Maya is there. Sthita means stable. Many samskaras are there. It is ashraya of all samskaras. So now you see whole world. When whole world goes back to laya, all samskaras in sukshma form it is there. Again from same samskaras, this whole world will come into being. So where all samskaras are there? In Maya. Yes. And where is this Maya? Don't forget, it is in Brahma. Why it is called Akshara? Bhagwan, didn't he know that Akshara means Kutastha Paramatma? Why he is called that? He knows why he said. Because, pay attention, other than Brahma Jnana, other than Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam, there is no end for this samsara. Samsara will not end easily. That is why Akshara word is used. Simple meaning. First meaning is why Akshara word is used. Bhagwan say samsara bija anantyat. Ananta means ananta. There is no destruction. There is no end of this samsara bija. That is why ksharati iti akshara uchyate. Na ksharati iti akshara uchyate. There is no end for this samsara. Bhagwan is telling other than Brahma Jnanam. One meaning. Second meaning is Maya is also Nitya. Oh, first time we heard this. Yes. When everything goes back to dormant form, its Karana Avastha, then Maya doesn't disappear. Even though Pralaya happens, 5 kind of Pralayas are there in Bhagavatam, Pralaya happens, but Maya is still with Brahma because Maya can't exist, doesn't have its own independent existence. So Maya, second meaning is Maya is also Nitya. World is continuing actually. There is no gap. Like one cycle after another cycle is ready. So this is continuing. Even though Pralaya happens, again everything will come back. So where is the end of this samsara? Only Jnanam will tell you there is no samsara, and that is the end of this samsara. Like somebody is there who is persecuting me, who is actually not there. Like children, we say, don't go there. On that tree, there is one ghost, we say. This is the example given by Dhaneshwar Maharaj. Unless and until that children is, that child is small, he will say, I should not go there. But as he grows up, then he will say there is no such thing called ghost and all. I will go near that tree, I will sit there, I will meditate. In the same way, when we don't understand the nature of Maya and how this Maya is helpful for me, if I use it in proper way, it is helpful. If I attach to this, I am gone. There is nothing like Maya then. So it will help me if my goal is Paramatma. This is Guruji's sentence actually. Maya will help you if your goal is Paramatma. Maya will not help you if your goal is Maya. because Maya is Dasi of Paramatma. If you go to a king and that king has a loyal servant, if you go to that king, if you go to that servant, I want to meet a king. What that servant will do? Yes, let us go to king. But if you are interested not in king, in that servant only, but he has a good position, then you are trapped with that servant or that whatever person. Wazir, you can say. Wazir-e-Alam. So, if your goal is Brahma, Maya will help you. If your goal is Maya, nobody can help you. Maya will trap you. Okay, ठीक है. Now, important point. Bhagavan say, Abhyam kshara aksharabhyam anyah. Abhyam means of these two or from these two. Kshara akshara means which two? Kshara akshara aksharabhyam anyah. I am Paramatma is different from this kshara and akshara. Anya means vilakshana. Bhagavan says vilakshana. Vilakshana means they have totally different lakshana. Maya is kshara, akshara is jada, we saw saguna, and Paramatma is chaitanya, nirguna, like that. 5 points we saw last time. Kshara, akshara, upadi, dvaya, beautiful point. I am vilakshana means what? Bhagwan is Kshara, Akshara, Upadi, Dvaya, Doshena, Asprushtaha. This is beautiful. Bhagwan is telling, I am totally unaffected, uninfluenced by this Kshara, Akshara, Upadi. Upadi means what? Once I have explained you, again I will tell you. Upadi means remains separate and throw its attributes on that particular thing. Upadhi means being a separate entity, it throws attributes on totally distinct thing. Example is crystal and red cloth. Red cloth and crystal, they are totally opposite in nature. If you keep that close to each other, that redness, red color will appear in that crystal. Same way, Upadhi means what? Kshara, Akshara, this is Upadhi of Paramatma. They are together because this doesn't have independent existence. So they are together. Still, just like Spatika, just like crystal is totally unaffected by red cloth or a hibiscus, same way Paramatma is totally separate from this. Doshena asprushtaha. Is not explicitly mentioned. Doshena asprushta became Doshena sprushtaha. Best example is to understand theater screen and the running on that, like picture running on that. Theater screen and picture running on that. Screen is totally unaffected by whatever appearing on that screen. We may get influenced by that screen, but that screen won't get influenced. I didn't understand. Okay, Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta Swabhava. Doshana Asamsprushta means Paramatma is Nitya. See, many people use this term. This is from Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, if I do this much explanation, fine. Om Namo Narayana. Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta means you have to supply that Nitya word to everywhere. Nitya, Shuddha means I need not do anything to make it pure. Nitya Buddha. Buddha means Nitya Jnana Swarupa. Underline next term. Nitya Mukta. I don't have to do anything to liberate myself or that Paramatma for time being, you say. And Swabhava. Nitya Buddha Mukta is its Swabhava. And Swabhava never leaves the thing. Right? Swabhava is always with that. That is why it is swabhava. Means we can say inherent nature and incidental nature. So this Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta is inherent nature, not incidental. Uttamah Purushastvanyah Paramatmetyudahrutah Yo Lokatrayamavishya Bibhartyavyaya Ishwarah. Uttamah Purushastvanyah Paramatmetyudahrutah Yo Lokatrayamavishya Bibhartyavyaya Ishwarah. Now Bhagwan is telling his entity. Who is he? Bhagwan says, Uttamaha Purushah tu Anyah. Uttamaha Purushah tu Anyah Paramatma iti Udavrutah. Let us do Vigraha quickly. Uttamaha Purushah tu Anyah. Tu means whatever I have explained earlier. On the other hand, means totally different. Anyah. Param Atma iti Udavrutah. It is actually proclaimed. It is actually signified in our Shastra that Paramatma is totally different from this. Means Upadhi doshena asamsprushtah. Means Nitya Shuddha, Nitya Buddha, Nitya Mukta Swabhavah. And when I understand this is also my nature, then it is actually liberation. Means Nitya Mukta Jnana. Okay. Yah Lokatrayam Avishya Bibharti Avyayah Ishwarah. Bibharti means this Paramatma, which is separate from both of them, it actually supports this Karana Sharira and Karya Prapancha. Karana Prapancha, Karya Prapancha. Means whatever I see, it is supported by Paramatma only. Bibharti means not it feeds. Okay, it gives that impression. Bibharti means feed. Bibharti means it gives satta. And Avyaya na vyayati Ishwarah, controller. Anvaya Uttamaha Purushah tu Anyah asti. Like Uttama Purusha, that consciousness is totally different. And if you see, the name of this chapter is given from the 17th shloka. If you just reverse, Uttama Purusha becomes Purushaha, Uttamaha becomes Purushottama. Means this chapter is of consciousness. This chapter is of my real nature. Then it will appeal more and more. Yes. Saha Param Atma iti Udavrutah. That Uttam Purusha is known as Paramatma. Yah Avyaya Ishwarah Lokatrayam Avishya Tat Bibharti. This Paramatma gives satta, gives existence to everything, and this way it supports. This is the meaning. Next, you know, momentum is there. It is like Ganga, flowing, 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 flowing. Utkrushtaha. Bhagavan says Utkrishtatamah. Like if I want to compare between two people, I will say Rama is Utkrushta Tarah. In Sanskrit, I will make Ramat Krishna Utkrushta Tarah. If I want to compare between two, I will say Utkrushta Tarah. Bhagavan says superlative degree. It is Utkrushta, superior than, supreme than everything. Purushah tu Anyah. Anyah means Atyanta Vilakshanah. Abhyam means with respect to these two, from these two, Atyanta Vilakshana. Paramatma. Paramatma etymology is given Parascha Paramascha Asau Atma. Iti Paramatma means that which is supreme is self. It is Karmadharya Samas. Paramascha Asau Atma. That which is supreme is this Asau Atma, self. Supreme means what? Bhagavan says Dehadi Avidyakruta Atmabhyah Paramaha. Like Deha, means सूक्ष्म शरीर स्थूल शरीर, देहादि सूक्ष्म शरीर स्थूल शरीर, avidya ignorance, it is separate from that. Akruta word is used for avidya also. Akruta. Atmabhyah. Atmabhyah means from Atma. Atma is separate from this Deha, Avidya, etc. Dehadi, Avidya, Kruta, Atmabhyah. Okay. आत्मा च सर्वभूतानां प्रत्यक चेतन, ब्यूटीफुल वर्ड. प्रत्यक and prak. Pratyak means the innermost. And you see here, Atma cha, Bhagwan Shankaracharya's Bhashya also Mahavakya. This is what Sarva Bhutanam Atma Pratyak Chetana. Like Atma is in all beings. It is same entity. It is not different, not divided, not many Atma. Sarva Bhutanam Atma, which is Pratyak Chetana. Iti atah Paramatma iti udavritah. Because Chaitanya which is here is actually Paramatma, and that same Chaitanya is everywhere. Why I say if same Chaitanya there here everywhere? Because different body I see, that is why I say same Chaitanya. With respect to body I say okay, in all one Chaitanya is there. With respect to body I need not say that also, because one is only there. Yeah. Pratyak means the innermost. Beautiful. This is actually a technical term. Pratyak Chetana iti atah. De atah means therefore Paramatma iti udarutah. This Atma Chaitanya is the innermost self of all. That is why it is called Paramatma, which is untouched, which is beyond Deha and Avidya, ignorance. Yes. Uktah, it is said. Where it is said? Vedanteshu. Here we are. Vedanteshu uktah. Sah eva vishishyati. Sah eva means that Paramatma alone again elaborated in different way. Vishishyati means again some more things are explained about that same Paramatma. Yah, what is next? That yah lokatrayam. Lokatrayam means bhur bhuvah swaha swarakhyam. Like we say like 7 words, like from bhumi up to brahma loka. So from this word up to brahma loka, it is chaitanya bala shaktya. You see now how words are used. Yah means that Paramatma. Lokatrayam means bhur bhuvah swaha swakhyam. Swakiyaya chaitanya bala shaktya. Now chaitanya bala shakti word is used. We'll see Bhagwan himself is explaining. In these 3 words, Lokatraya means starting from Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha up to Brahma Loka. Swakiyaya Chaitanya Bala Shaktya Avishya, Pravishya, he has entered there. Again, entering means we feel, entering means he's going there. There is no such entering. Like Swarupa Sadbhava Matrena Bibharti. Swarupa means it gives its nature to that whole 3 words. Swarupa Sadbhava. Like what it gives Sadbhava. Satta, it gives to a thing. Whatever you see and you say that thing is actually Satta Pradhanam. Bhagwan, which is Satchid Ananda, same Sat is giving Satta to all whatever see, and because of that Satta, I can say this thing is. Isness in all things is actually came from Paramatma. We have Siddhanta, just in one line I will say, whatever there is in Karanam will appear in Karya. Another way, whatever is there in mud, that same qualities, texture, thickness, everything as is will appear in pot. So this world is Paramatma's Karyam, and whatever Bhagwan is Karanam. So whatever is there in Paramatma, that same thing will come in Karyam also. Right? That mudness, mruttikatva is from that mruttika. Same way, whatever we see, Sat Chid Anandatva is from Paramatma. And Nama Rupa is of its own. It's of Maya, we say. Yeah. So Bhagwan Swa Chaitanya Bala Shakti means what? I told you entering means what? This Chaitanya lends consciousness to this or enleaves. Okay. This whole matter is enlivened by Paramatma. That is why it is said Chaitanya Bala Shaktya. Otherwise, there is no Chaitanya Bala. Chaitanya itself is a Bala which activates the matter thing. This way you understand Avishya. And Bibharti means it gives satta, like a screen gives satta to a movie. If screen is not there, where that picture will run? Yeah, and screen should not run. That is why it is sthita. It is stable. On that, everything is appearing. Okay. Avyayah na asya vyayah vidyate iti avyayah. And this Chaitanya has no deteriorations. There is no decaying. There is no changes in this. That is why it is called avyaya. Same chapter, avyaya, same word is used for two different things. First shloka, avyaya is for samsara. Here avyaya is for Paramatma. Yes. Yeah. There I cannot figure out the changes between in this matter things. That is why it is avyaya. Actually changes are happening, but very fastly they are happening. That is why I am not able to figure out changes. That is why it is called avyaya, which is fastly changing. That is why it appears continuously, like a firebrand. If you rotate it very fastly, it will appear as a one circle. Why? Because it is actually going very fast that way. And here avyaya means doesn't decay. Kaha, who is avyaya? Ishwarah. Ishwarah is from shloka. Sarvajnah Narayanakyah Ishanashilah. That consciousness which has Narayan, Akhya means name. That consciousness which controls everything. Yes. If you read Antaryami Brahmana from Brihadaranyaka, it is said this Paramatma, Paramatma means what? Paramatma, Ishwar means being here in my heart, it controls everything. Bhagwan presides on all objects, all particles, matter, whatever you want to say, and he controls. Yes, that is why it is called Ishwarah, Sarvajnah. Sarvajnah, all these are Shruti quotations. Sarvam Janati iti Sarvajnah. Consciousness is everywhere, so consciousness illumines all, everything. That way it knows. Samanya Jnana, Vishesha Jnana, I don't want to go in that. But you can understand Ishvara who is Sarvajna, Sarvam Janati. सबके मन की बात जानत है. And who is named as Narayanakhya. And it is Ishan Shila, controls everything. Now Bhagavan says, he explained what is Paramatma. And Bhagavan now say, Yatha Vyakyatasya Ishwarasya Purushottama iti etat nama prasiddham. Whatever Chaitanya we have talked about, Purushottama nama is actually very famous. Purushottama. Everybody know Purushottama. Tasya nama nirvachana prasidhya arthavatvam namna darshayan. So that Nama Purushottama is actually apt name. It has a significant meaning to tell that Bhagwan is going to tell next shloka, to show that Bhagwan is telling next shloka. Means whatever Purushottama name is there, it is apt. Arthavatvam, it is not anarth, it is not, we say in Hindi, isko kuch to meaning hai. So that to prove that sarthakatvam, it is not nirarthak. Arthavatvam, it is apt name Purushottama. Bhagwan is telling next shloka. And next important point is Niratishaya Aham Ishwarah. And that Niratishaya Paramatma, I am. Ishwarah iti Atmanam Darshayati Bhagwan. Atmanam means his own self. Is this Niratishaya Niratishaya Ishwara? I am that. So Purushottama, who is Purushottama? I am Purushottama. At the end, Bhagwan is going to say that. Chalo. Yasmat Sharamati अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतितः पुरुषोत्तमः. Here only I will do vigraha anvaya. Aham, you can see aham. Yasmat means since, या फिर therefore, like uttama purusha anyah, therefore aham aksharam atitah, I am beyond this akshara prapancha. Bhagwan is telling, if something destroys, I don't destroy. When your body falls, I don't destroy. You don't die. You are atita. Kshara means ksharatiti kshara, that which decay, but you don't decay. Actually, aksharadapi cha uttamaha, and whatever sukshma prapancha is there, maya is there, I am beyond that maya also. Yeah. Ataha, therefore, loke vede, therefore in world, in people, therefore in Vedas, in Vedanta, cha prathitah purushottamah asmi. Prathitah means I am famous by Purushottama name in Vedas and in people. Why? Because I am beyond Kshara and Akshara Purusha. That is why I am Purushottama. Third person, we can say. Yasmat is from Shloka. Sharam Atitah Aham. Some means what? Sharam Atitah means Samsara Maya Vruksham Ashwathakyam Ashwatha Akhyam Atikrantah Aham. Bhagwan wants to say simply, the Samsara Vruksha I explained, and Vruksha I can see. So whatever you see, I am beyond that. Atikranta, I am beyond that Aham. Bija is also there, seed is also there, which we don't see. Are you seed then? Samsara Maya Vruksha Bija Bhutat Apicha Uttamaha. The Samsara tree is there and Bij is there, which is in dormant form, subtle form, right? If you break up a seed, you won't find anything inside. So it is in dormant form. Same way, samsara maya vruksha bija bhutat apicha uttamaha utkrishtatamaha urdhvatamaha. Bhagwan connected to urdhva shloka again. So I am not vruksha, I am not seed, which is subtle, I am beyond that. Urdhvam. Same point is again explained here. Means Bhagwan is telling whatever I told you in the beginning, same thing I am telling at the end also. Upakram Upasamhara is Ekavakyata. Little bit explanation. Urdhvatama means untouched. See, when we finish this text, 1 week you again go through it. Some more things you will understand. I am telling you, you do this. I know this is a bullet train, but we can't help. Otherwise, we will never do this. Another thing is that. Ataha, therefore, tabhyam, from these two means क्षर अक्षराभ्याम उत्तमत्वात् अस्मि भवामि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः. Because I am superior than Kshara Akshara Purusha, that is why in Loke Vedecha Prathitah Prakhyatah Purushottamah iti evam Purushottamah iti. End. Bhakta Janaha, here also I will do Anvay. Bhakta Janaha Mam Evam Thus Viduhu. And all Bhakta Jana also, they understand that Bhagwan means Purushottamah, separate from all upadis, untouched. We don't say Bhagwan is separate from all upadis. Nothing happens to Bhagwan. We say this way. And when you come to Vedanta, we say Bhagwan is upadhi asprushtaha. No difference. I say nothing can happen to Bhagwan. Same thing we say in different words. We say I don't understand Vedanta. Okay, Bhagwan is king. Bhagwan is everything. Nothing can happen to Bhagwan. Yes, I like this. So same thing we tell in different way only. Bhakta Janaha Vidu. Only Bhakta says that you are Purushottama. No, no, no. Kavayaha. Many great poets. Kavayaha means not ordinary kavis. Kavayaha means rushis actually. Kavyadeshu cha idam nama nibadnanti. And whatever they write means whatever they get revealed, that is also Purushottama name. Purushottama iti anena abhidanena abhigrunnanti. And they all consider me by abhidhana means name as Purushottama. That is why I am Purushottama. Now important part. Atha means now. Idanim. Atha means hereafter. Idanim means now. Hereafter now. Yatha niruktam atmanam yah veda. Like whatever already we elaborated, that atmanam yah veda. Tasya idam phalam uchyate. If you know this Paramatma, then that Paramatma will, that person will get this kind of results. Okay. Yo mamevam mudhah janati purushottamam sasarvavid bhajati mam sarvabhavena bharat. Yah, Anvaya you see now. Yah asammudah, who is not deluded, that person. Mam eva purushottamam janati. The one who is not deluded by anything, he knows this Paramatma, and once he knows that Paramatma, he is Saha Sarvavit. He is all knower. Mam Sarva Bhavena Bhajati. And in many ways, or Paramatma is everywhere in all being. With this understanding, he lives. With this understanding, he does puja. With this understanding that everything is Paramatma, he does bhakti. With this understanding, every bit particular of this universe is Paramatma. With this, he transacts. You see, if you see Paramatma in all things, like living beings you take, your totally vision is different. Then whether that person harms me or he is beneficiary to me, I won't see that. Paramatma. How easy would be our vyavahara and life? Like somebody hits you, Paramatma hit me. Will there be any complaint? Our mind doesn't accept that because moodha, and Bhagwan wants asam moodha, deluded by body, mind, and intellect, and samsara also. Fine, what to do? Now you see, best solution. Who will give this kind of solution? Ultimately, you should sleep quietly. When you go anywhere, you should maintain a peace. Everybody should be happy. You know, they say you be nice with everybody. When will you be nice with everybody? If you think a person as a personality, you will never be nice with that person. You have to think beyond that. That is why they say, you see, we all are one. We are not separate. This kind of thinking gives that, oh, we are not separate. If I am shouting on whatever I do I blame myself? No, then I should not blame that person. This kind of life many people lives actually. I have seen that. Never criticize anybody, live happily and stay happily. That is why our is sentence is motto is give maximum happiness to maximum people for maximum time. So didn't Gurudev know that all are not good? But still he said give maximum happiness to maximum people because all are one. You and that person is not different. Like if you think in this way, I am not telling any Gita to other person. Like we are one only. I am telling to myself only. Joy. चलो विश्लेषण इसके ना यह माम ईश्वरम यथा उक्तम मेन पॉइंट इज द वे इट इज एक्सप्लेन्ड हियर दैट चैतन्य सर्व आश्रयत्वम सर्वात्मत्वम इन दिस वे इफ somebody knows एवं यथोक्त प्रकारेण you see knowledge is important the way it is explained same way you should understand and adhikari is also important asammoodah sammoha moha varjitah there should not be moha means avivek moha means don't translate it attachment moha means wrong thinking if wrong thinking is not there with right understanding somebody listens my talks listens my understand my nature he is sarvavid bhagwan is going to say sun means being undiluted ayam aham asmi iti how he knows that Paramatma very boldly it is said ayam that purushottama which I explained now aham asmi I am that iti purushottamam in this way he knows that purushottama sah sarvavit sarvavit means sarvatmana sarvam vetti iti means he sees beautiful word sarvam atmana all are myself only no body no nama rupa all are atmas and not different don't say atma atma all are Paramatma's amsh this appeals us more and when we go further amsha and Paramatma is different no amsha and total is not different then it doesn't appeal us so you can say all are Paramatma's amsha it appeals to us so sarvatmana sarvam vetti sarvajna then that person also becomes a sarvajna Ishwar is also sarvajna Brahma is also sarvajna and this is also sarvajna but how that Brahma means sarvam vetti it illumines everything that is why sarvajna and why this person is sarvajna because he understands one atma is everywhere and he sees everywhere Paramatma tattva only sat 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 no nama rupa that is why he is sarvajna one is by nature sarvajna another is by his vision is sat everywhere that is why he is known as sarvajna sarvabhutastham bhajati mam sarvabhavena sarvabhutastham which is there in all beings that atma tattva he sees Guruji says Brahma rays. X-ray sees my bones only. Brahma rays only see Brahma in that object, thing, being, anything, inert object. Bhajati. Sarva bhaven. Like Paramatma is not in one place. He is there in all. If you think now, if Paramatma, all are Paramatma's Amsha, then of what you will do puja? Of all human beings you will do puja. That is why it is said Nara Puja, Narayana Puja. With these concepts, many people have sprung forth in our India. Like all are Paramatma. You worship people. Like you go on worshipping people, God, and you overlook people are dying, they are not having food to eat, and you are having mala and all everything. They say Paramatma is dying there, and you are remembering that Paramatma. All are Paramatma, all are Atma Swarupa. You help there first. So this is general knowledge. So Paramatma is all. Paramatma all means I should see Paramatma and I should be nice with that entity which is against me. You feel that. Okay. So much is to cover. अस्मिन् अध्याये भगवत तत्व ज्ञानम मोक्ष फलम उक्त्वा अथ इदानीं tat स्तौति. In this adhyaya, Bhagwan told what is the phalam, result of Bhagavad Tattva Jnana, where he told Yad Gatva Na Nivartante. In this way he told phalam uktva atha idanim. Now Bhagwan is praising knowledge. Iti goishyatamam shastram idamuktam maya nagha एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत. हरिः ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्म विद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तम योगो नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. We'll see shloka directly here. Iti, in this way, Guhyatamam Shastram Maya Uktam. I told you in proper arranging word. He Anagha, O sinless Arjuna. First point is I should be sinless. Then only this will appeal to me. He Anagha, O sinless Arjuna. Idam guhyatamam shastram maya uktam. This shastram is actually explained. I told you the highest secret of life in this world. And He Bharata, one who is always take delight in knowledge, etad buddhva, having known this shastram, this knowledge, buddhiman syat. A person will become a wise if you know this. And not only wise, Krutakrutyascha Bharata. And he will be Krutakrutya. Whatever is to accomplish, he has accomplished. Whatever is need to be done, he has done that. No duties remaining. Iti. Guhyatamam. Again superlative degree. Why it is called Guhyatamam? It is my nature and I am unaware of it. That is why Guhyatamam. Something somewhere is hiding. I can't find that. It is a secret. That is Guhyataraha. Guhyatamam means though it is my nature, I am unable to trace it. Even though I trace it, I am unable to hold on to it. Even I hold on to it, I am unable to have conviction in it. That is why for conviction I need Manisha Panchakam. Manisha means conviction. गुह्यतमम means गोप्यतमम, अत्यंतम रहस्यम इति एतत्. So biggest rahasya, and this secret will remain secret unless I know it. Once I know it, then secret is not secret. What is that? Tat Shastram. It is Shastram. Now Shanka is there. Yadyapi Gitakyam Samastam Shastram Uchyate, Tathapi Ayam Eva Adhyaya Iha Shastram Uktam Ityuchyate. So answer also is given Stutyartham Prakarnat. Question is, actually this whole Bhagavad Gita is Shastra. Then why Bhagavan is saying 15 chapter in this Shastram Guhyatamam I have explained? Bhagavan would have said, in this chapter I have explained this. Bhagavan says iti Guhyatamam Shastram. Then what about other 17 chapters? Aren't they Shastra? They are Shastra. But here Bhagavan wants to praise this 15th chapter. Stutyartham. In order to praise this, Bhagavan said it is a Shastra. सर्वा ही गीता शास्त्रार्थ अस्मिन् अध्याये समासेन उक्ता. Wonderful. Why this is Shastra? Whatever Bhagwan wants to communicate in 18 chapters, सर्वा ही गीता शास्त्रार्थ अस्मिन् अध्याये समासेन, briefly Bhagwan told. In short, Bhagwan told because Bhagwan had only 8 days. There on Ranabhumi 18, here we had 8 days, so we are great that Arjuna had to listen full Bhagavad Gita in that whatever 18 days. We got 8 days for one. Okay, definitely it is making some imprints on you. It is inculcating some Shraddha in you. Definitely, you may not know that. Knowingly, unknowingly, changes are happening. Swamiji's word. You will not see subtle changes, but changes are happening. That is why it is called Shastra. Samasenokta. Na kevalam Gita Shastrartham eva. Kintu sarva Vedartha iha parisamapta. My God. We should underline this. 15th chapter, Bhagavan, you see how he is, going ahead because chapter is going to end. He wants to convey that. Keval Gita Shastrartham na. Kintu sarva Vedartha iha parisamapta. Whatever Veda is not essay. We take it essay, but this is not that easy. 80% we don't know what Veda is. That is why there is no much importance for Veda, including me. Otherwise, we would have left everything and wherever we are, we would have gone to ashram. Because Veda means Veda. Only Kumaril Bhatta knew what Vedas are. See, many things are there which we have to accept. So this is Vedartha. So not normal thing. It is, Swamiji say, this light, consciousness light, don't take it lightly. Light, don't take it lightly. Okay, so this is actually very heavy part Bhagavan is now quoting. Sarva Vedartha Parisamaptah. Whatever Veda wants to convey is told here. Okay, where it is told, Yastam Vedasa Vedavit. Vedaischa Sarva Ahameva Vedyah iti cha Uktam. Like once you know this Paramatma, everything is known. Nothing is unknown in this world. Idam Uktam Kasitam Maya He Anagah He Apapa. O sinless Arjuna, this is being told by me. Etat Shastram Yata Darshitartham Buddhva Buddhiman Syad Bhavet Na Anyata. Underline this. Etat Shastram. Whatever knowledge is being taught, Yatha Darshitartham. And the way it is shown. Like Upadhis are there. Upadhi you have to remove. Upadhi and me, sometimes it is my Shakti. I am lending my power to Upadhis and they are doing everything. I am separate. Yatha Darshitartham. Having known this, you will become Buddhiman. How much I shall explain on this? Bhavet. Bhagwan Shankaracharya would have stopped, or he should have stopped. We can't say that, but na anyata, he said. If you don't know this knowledge, you will not become buddhiman. You will become buddhu, not buddhiman. All Swamiji's words. So buddhu, buddhiman, big difference. Not only you will become buddhiman, कृतकृत्यश्च भारतः, कृतं कृत्यं कर्तव्यम येन सह कृतकृत्यः. Whatever is need to be done, done, finish. All duties are finished. Now body journey will continue. Now I know Paramatma. Then what will happen to this body? Now this will actually already defined everything. On timeline, everything is just unfolding. Yeah, nothing. It will go just like that. Smoothly it will go. If something happens, don't worry. It is on screen only. In picture, not on screen. Beautiful line says only 5 minutes I will take. You don't have choice today. 7 lecture I gave choice. विशिष्ट जन्म प्रसूतेन ब्राह्मणेन यत् कर्तव्यम. My God, what are these words? See, this is uttered word in 800, like 7th century, 8th century, and Bhagavan is saying whatever Brahmana kartavyas are there. Slowly I will say. Vishishta janma prasutena. Vishishta means Brahmana janma. Swamiji told Brahmana, Kshatriya, all other than Shudra. Vishishta janma prasutena. Bhagavan has clearly mentioned, so I will stick with that. Brahmanena yat kartavyam tat sarvam bhagvat tatve vidite krutam bhavet ityartha. Beautiful. I don't know how much it is going inside you. Whatever one, I am talking about a Brahman who is actually like Shad Karma he is doing. Whatever Bhagavan told in like 9 Lakshanas in 18th chapter, he is with that only. No other duty. And whatever he does karma, whatever his kartavyas are there, if he does that, he will get some result. And Bhagavad Tatve Vidite Krutam Bhavati. If you know Paramatma, whatever Brahmana kartavyas are there, everything is done. Means what Bhagavan wants to say, your all karma will end up. End up means everything will happen good if you know Paramatma, Paramatma Tattvam. If you know karma and karma phala, Bhagavan is giving. Karma phala won't affect me. Everything is done. Nacha anyatha kartavyam parisamapte kasyachit. And other than this Bhagavan Tattva Jnanam, your kartavyam will not end. Pay attention. One is my duty and another is Leela. Heavy words. Duty. So after Brahma Jnana also you will remain a husband only, father only. But now kartavyam will appear as Leela. I have to go, I have to do this, I have to go this, I'll go through this, finish it off. Chalo, haste khelte. This is Leela. And everything is on me and burden. I want to escape from this world now. That is kartavya. So Leela matra. He will do everything diligently, but it is a Leela. Sarvam karmakhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. All karma they end in knowledge. Quotation is also given. Iticha uktam. You can see how much Bhagwan Shankaracharya loves Shastra. He is now ending, closing everything, winding up everything. Still, he also gives the quotation. Now he say not only Shruti, in Smriti also Manavam Uktam. Manavam means not man. Manu. Manu said that Etad hi janma safalyam brahmanasya visheshatah prapya etad krutakrutyau hi dvijah bhavati. Etad prapya, having known this, dvijah krutakrutyah bhavati. Na anyatha. On the strength of this vachan, Bhagavan already said na anyatha. So Brahmanasya janma safalyam, like a Brahmana's when he does all karma, and he gets all karma phala properly, and his kartavyam is finished. In the same way, if you know Paramatma, your all kartavyas are over. Then, shouldn't I look after my family? You should, but as a leela. You do all things, you don't do, everything will happen. Everything will happen. Your prakriti will take you. Yat etat paramartha tattvam mattah shrutvan. Hey Arjuna, like I can say that all of you have listened. Etat paramartha tattvam mattah. From me you listen this. Shrutvan asi atah kruthatah tvam bharata iti. Therefore, all of you are also krutartha. You got to know many things. You had opportunity to listen Bhagwan Shankaracharya's words. 10%, 20%, 30% if you have understood. If you have marked some lines, good. Right now you don't know. After 2 years, if you go to Sanskrit, learn Sanskrit, the Bhagwan Kripa happens, you come in contact with any Swamiji, you start studying, give more importance to this, then you don't have to start from zero. Already we came to 30, 40, as per my understanding. Technical terms, yes, it takes time. And I will tell you small thing. We are seeing Bhagavad Gita here means we are watching a movie while standing on a road. This is Guruji sentences. And when you go to ashram, nothing is behind you. You are free. You don't have to worry about food, shelter, children. And then you listen Bhagavad Gita. And then you say, now Vasanji has improved his talking. He has gained much knowledge. Then our Swamiji says, right now you are watching a movie in theater. We are reading the same Bhagavad Gita, same bhashya, same talk. In course also in 8 days, 15th chapter will be over. But that is a theater. Like Dolby sounds will be there. Means all conducive situations where my mind is focused. As I close my Gita, I go in room and I open it up. As I close my Gita in room, when I come out, I hear whatever Swamiji said in class. So that is so thorough and it gives a wonderful experience. So right now we have watched on a TV. I would not say standing on road, sitting in a house on a big screen we have seen. But Bhagwan Krishna bless us, one iteration 30% he pushed up. Okay. Then next iteration 60%. And then I would feel that I should watch in theater only. That would be Kritakrutyartha feeling. I had this feeling, I have this feeling when I was in course. When we used to read this, we would feel that nectar is actually showering on us. Actually. And there is no need of anything. No need of joy also. I am happy with what I am reading, what I am listening, what I am understanding. May Bhagwan Krishna, Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji give us that insight, intuition, that thinking that this is something precious, this is the best thing to do, and Bhagwan may allot us a time so that I can pay more and more attention. Iti श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यस्य श्री गोविंद भगवत पूज्य पाद शिष्यस्य श्रीमद् शंकर भगवतः कृतौ श्रीमद् भगवद गीता भाष्ये पंचदशोऽध्यायः. The one who is Paramhamsa Parivrajak, who is the Shishya of Guru Govinda Bhagavad Puja Pada Shishyasya Srimad Shankara Bhagavad Krutau. This bhashya we have gone through. Gurudev said this bhashya, we have gone through bhashya, now bhashya should go through us. I would thank all of you Listening Sanskrit for 1 hour is not easy. From Shrota, a Vakta like me is also not easy. And I would thank our Pradnyodaya. With few people we are heading. There is no botheration that this many come, this did not come. My Swamiji's sentence is, if you can liberate one person, don't say liberate, if you can get rid of sorrow of one person, your life is successful. Arthavatvam. If one person says, I am Nitya Mukta because of Vasanji, your 2 year, 6 year study is fruitful. So with this, we will stop here. I hope some samskaras are created. I hope some shraddha is increased. I hope once in a while we can see Paramatma everywhere. Bhagwan Krishna should bless us. Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji, Swami Chinmayananda ji, Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Guruji, all of them, they bless us that fire is kindled all the time to learn Shastra and Scripture. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.